Welcome back to my gear closet. Today we're talking about the Osprey Transporter Roll Top Edition. This backpack kind of sparked my interest when I was looking online the other day. As you can see, most backpacks do not have this feature, so I wanted to give it a shot, see what I thought about it, and then share my opinions with you. So I actually got this over the summer. It was on a pretty steep discount, so I figured why not? I'll take the shot. And it turns out this color is sold out, so that's probably what was on a discount, but I'll have links down below for the colors that do exist currently. So first things first, we'll just address the key feature. It is a roll top bag. So you undo this little latch, the panel rolls up, and then it's a cavern into the interior. To close it up, you just roll it back down, put the buckle into this loop of fabric, and you're good to go. So the benefits of this are pretty much entirely weather related. If it's any amount of precipitation coming down, this will keep everything inside completely dry because it can't get to it if it has to go up and over. So beyond that, we have this main little kind of zippered pocket right here. This is a pretty durable feeling material. I have no idea what it is. Don't really care about materials because I don't pay attention to them, but I just know it works. You got a little loop down here to attach stuff to. Pretty decent grab handle up here, and then your standard kind of hook lat loop up here. And then of course this big strap. We'll get into the main pocket in a little bit. Flipping it around to the back, we have two straps with an adjustable shoulder strap. I'll give you a little close-up of, but these, where they attach to the shoulder strap can be adjusted up or down to, form to your body depending on your geometry. It also comes with a detachable waist strap, just, pretty standard basic little strap, belt clip, and then a fairly robust strap system. So if you're not familiar with Osprey, the brand, they're really big into the hiking, backpacking, doing a multiple day hike with all of your equipment on your back. So they are very big into that area. Therefore, they have a great strap and suspension system as well as a great cooling system. As you can see up at the top, most bags just have the strap go straight into the shoulder, into the pack, and then that's it. Here they have this extra reinforcement, kind of creates a little more comfortable ride as these are angled out, so they come around the neck a bit better, and it gives it a better weight distribution up top. Additionally, in here, when it's just like this, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a great channel because each one of these is a little ribbed for air moisture to get in and out. Keeps it very well cool and helps wick that sweat away from you. I don't know if that's in their marketing material, but for my tests, kept it very dry back. And then as you put the straps on and the weight settles, it kind of arches a little more to keep that away from you. Additionally, back here you have just a side zip pocket to get into your laptop. Right now I have a 14-inch MacBook in there, but I think you could get easily a 16-inch in there without any problems. And my final exterior perk is these water bottle holders. As you can see, it's not the traditional top loading where you have to worry about weight. It's a side loading, fits a decent bottle, but additionally, there's a second one. And in here, I just have a small Red Bull. So these pockets, being more like a traditional pocket with like an entrance rather than just the little top, can handle something very wide as well as something relatively kind of skinny and short. Makes it super adaptable, and it's actually one of my favorite features about this bag. So moving on to the interior space, if you will. It is pretty much just a giant cavern. There is a loop right at the top on the inside. I'm not sure what you'd use it for, but I bet you it was there for a reason. I'll do some B-roll just because it's a little easier, but there is an admin pouch panel in here. It's got space for 2 pens, some charger bricks, another place for a laptop. It's not as padded as the exterior one, but it is somewhat suspended off of the ground, so it's not the worst case. And then because it is just a giant cavity, you can get a ton of space in it. And then say if you've got it really full, you can just fold over this little top and then extend this loop because there's this extra amount of fabric, which makes it somewhat versatile. I will say it's a rather slim profile, so it does wear well. You can wear it up, you can wear it down. The brand is outdoor focused, so they are very rugged. That's just kind of like a general overview. Now let's just break it down by the backpack scoring categories. And first one is sweat factor. As I addressed earlier, amazing. Absolutely love it. I traveled with this recently to Cincinnati, and I was carrying it fairly extensively in and out of a airport and to a bar, and it did fine. It didn't overheat. There was some humidity. Didn't notice it at all. Great. So going to give it a 5 out of 5. Yeah, perfect for sweat. I'm sure somebody will prove me wrong, but from my experience, handled it as well as you can expect. While we're back here, let's just do the next category, which is weight bearing. So the ability to carry, gear throughout the day and have it not weigh on you. I will give it some props because, as I mentioned, it's a great weight bearing system here, and it's just a giant pack, so you can distribute your heavier items towards the bottom and your laptops right against your back, so that keeps the weight near you and low. You can pack all of your light stuff up top. There's not a ton of compartmentalization, so it's very good. This adjustable chest strap really helps make it comfortable and displace the load where you need it. However, the one knock I will give it is this removable waist strap. It's nice to have, but it's just kind of flimsy, and you really have to cinch it into you. And because it's this thin, it kind of just digs in rather than displaces the weight to your shoulder. I mean your hips. And so this isn't a true hiking backpack. You're not going to put 50 pounds on this and go walk miles. But it doesn't actually distribute the load as well as one would hope. So in weight distribution, I'm going to go with a 4 out of 5. Robustness. This is kind of one of those more subjective categories, but I try to be impartial and fair across the different categories. And this is an action, an outdoors kind of focused brand. So they use really high quality materials, and they take care of their seams and really put a lot of attention to detail to the bags, and I've got no complaints with that. The main complaint I have is actually with my favorite aspect of this whole thing. As you can see, this is just a piece of loose fabric. There's nothing cinching it down, and because it's elastic, not rubber, it kind of stretches. And when you put bigger items in there, this kind of pulls more and more and more. It doesn't really tighten up, as you can see. It kind of just hangs there loosely. And so I just have some concerns that over time, that won't go well. And I hate doing it, but I think it gets a 4 out of 5 because of that. And these kind of cheaper straps here. It's tough. 4 out of 5. Value. So this bag is $165 MSRP, which is very steep. Recently I saw that they were having a sale and it was $123. It's better. When I bought it, it was $100. So my opinion is at $100, if you're in the market for this type of bag, or you just kind of want to switch things up and try something new, it's a great buy. At $123, I think you really have to have a use case for the roll top and the dual water bottle pockets, if I will, and possibly need the ability to carry 2 separate laptops. If those kind of features appeal to you, but you don't want to do something, more robust, I think at $123 it makes sense. If you're just doing this as I'll give it a shot. I think $123 really has to fit into your budget. At $165, I think you're paying for the brand. That's just my honest opinion. I love the brand. I support them. I think they make quality products, but I don't know that this backpack has enough going for it for me to say $165 is a great value. So from that standpoint, going off of the MSRP, because I can't control when there's sales and who has them and at what price and all of that, I'm giving it a 3 out of 5. All right, so I just have a couple more gripes just about the backpack in general. They don't really fit into any category, but I do want to point them out. First is this closing mechanism. I get that roll top bags have to kind of have this unique situation as is, just because that's how you keep things dry on the interior. And I understand that they wanted to go with something different here so that it wasn't just a giant snap buckle. However, I have a love-hate relationship with this fabric. So most of the time, you get a nice little smooth entry. But if this ever gets pinched, there's weird pressure from the inside doing something. It is not easy to get this in every time. So it's just kind of one of those frustrating things where, like, I wish it was some other mechanism, but I don't want it to be the most obvious mechanism, if that makes sense. The other kind of gripe that I have is that this is so free for all. Like, one of the benefits is that it's just a big cavern for you to stuff whatever you need for the day or weekend or whatever in there, and that makes it super versatile. But also, if you're wanting to grab your charger cord, you kind of have to dig around and like ruffle in there and then search and hope that you can see deep in there. And oh yeah, there's my notebook. Like, it's just kind of one of those, like, I wish there was maybe like a divider or something that you could put in there, or a bigger pocket like for the admin packet. Anyway, I get that that's the design of the bag, but when I'm on an airplane in a cramped seat trying to reach in and grab the headphones that I want and my charger cord for my phone, it was just kind of frustrating where I had to dig through it in a cramped space. So wanted to address it. I don't think it changes my overall opinion, but it is something to keep in mind that it is just a giant pocket. So that's both a positive and a negative of it. Well, if you've used this bag, give me your thoughts down below. What did I miss? What did I inaccurately portray? What do you love about this bag? If you've got another backpack that you think I should review, also let me know down below. If there are other aspects about a bag that you'd like me to review or include in my rankings, also please let me know. Thanks for watching. If you like this kind of content, give a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in the next gear closet review.